I stand on my Berlin balcony, the city's pulse thrumming below, its lights a constellation of hard-won victories. My byline graces Der Spiegel and The Guardian again, my exposés on digital warfare whispered for Pulitzer consideration, my inbox brimming with speaking gigs at global tech conferences. At 35, I, Elena Voss, am back, respected, untouchable, sipping Riesling as the Spree River glints under moonlight. The satisfaction burns quietly in my chest. But it's not the awards fueling it. It's the knowledge that those who shattered my world 3 years ago, who smeared my name and buried my truth, are now unraveling, their lies exposed in the public square. My smile is sharp as I raise my glass to the night, not to celebrate, but to savor the irony of their downfall, a revenge I've orchestrated with surgical precision. My leaks have sparked global debates, pushing the EU toward early compliance with its AI Act before 2026, forcing platforms to confront deepfake threats. The world is changing because of me, but it started in the ashes of my destruction. 3 years ago, I was a rising star in investigative journalism, embedded with Markus Hale's 2022 European election campaign. Markus was a comet, charismatic, young, a German politician pushing EU laws to curb foreign digital interference. His rallies buzzed with hope, his speeches about digital sovereignty igniting crowds. I believed in him, his vision for a safer digital world infectious. We grew close, sharing late-night strategy talks over bitter coffee in hotel conference rooms. His idealism lighting up my stories. My coverage was gaining traction, positioning me as a voice on disinformation. Then the deepfakes hit like a tsunami. Videos surfaced on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Markus in a grainy office, ranting about cleansing Europe's borders. Markus in a shadowy bar, accepting a briefcase from a Russian-accented man. Markus in a hotel room, entangled in a sordid affair with a fabricated woman. Hyper-realistic, they spread virally, amplified by bot accounts tweeting #HaleScandal. His poll numbers tanked, allies abandoned him, and his campaign collapsed in days. I tried to fight back. At a Berlin press conference, I stood beside Markus, my notes trembling in my hands as I presented early forensic findings, pixel artifacts, audio mismatches. But the room erupted, reporters shouting, "Why didn't you catch this sooner?" A tabloid journalist sneered, "Are you covering for him, Voss?" The cameras flashed, capturing my flushed face, my stammered defense drowned out. Markus stood silent, his eyes avoiding mine. That night, in his campaign office, I confronted him, my voice steady despite my racing heart. "These are fakes, Markus. My tools, Deepfake Lab, spectrograms, prove it." His eyes were hollow, his suit rumpled. "Elena, you know me," he pleaded, voice cracking. "This is all lies." But desperation twisted his face, and he turned on me. "You were supposed to protect me. How did you miss this? My career's over because of you." His words sliced deeper than the deepfakes, a betrayal from the one person I trusted most. I stammered, "I'm trying to help." But he stormed out, leaving me alone in the fluorescent-lit room, the weight of his blame crushing me. The knives turned on me next. Anonymous leaks surfaced. Forged emails suggesting I'd ignored red flags for access, that I'd been complicit. My editors at the outlet I worked for sidelined me, accusing me of bias. Social media mobs branded me a fraud, my mentions a cesspool. Fake news shill, Hale's apologist. My phone stopped ringing. Colleagues, sources, even my best friend Clara, who'd been my rock since our university days in Munich, where we'd stayed up late, dreaming of changing the world with words. She texted, "I can't be tied to this mess, Elena. My career's at stake." Her words were a gut punch, severing our bond. My savings dwindled, an IFLED, to a cramped Prague apartment. Its musty air and flickering lights a far cry from Berlin's buzz. I scraped by on freelance coding gigs, my once vibrant career reduced to a ghost in the machine. The betrayal is a wound I can't ignore. It's not just the operatives. Traced through sleepless nights to a St. Petersburg troll farm tied to Russian intelligence. It's Markus's accusation, Clara's abandonment, the world's rejection. In Prague, I'm a shadow, pacing a one-room flat with peeling wallpaper, the radiator clanking like a metronome of despair. My reflection in the window is a stranger. Tired eyes, hollow cheeks. I stare at my laptop, screens glowing with metadata and IP logs, but it's the silence that breaks me. One night, I find an old photo of me and Markus at a rally, smiling, oblivious to the storm. I remember Clara there too, laughing, promising we'd always have each other's backs. I sob until my throat burns, not just for Marcus, but for the Elena, who believed truth could win, for the friend who left me to drown. I'm hollow, doubting if I'm cut out for this fight. The world feels rigged, and I'm losing to ghosts who play dirtier than I ever could. I stop eating, barely sleep, my days a blur of cheap wine and endless code. One evening, on a sagging couch, staring at a cracked mirror, my face gaunt, hair unwashed, I whisper, "What's the point?" I hover over my research files, finger on the delete key, ready to vanish for good. I almost call Clara, my thumb trembling over her number, but stop. Her silence is louder than any rejection. Then a notification pings. An encrypted file from an anonymous dark web source. A leaked memo, hinting at the troll farm's broader operation, not just Marcus, but a dozen campaigns targeted to fracture EU unity. I dig deeper, uncovering a 2024 New Hampshire robocall where a deepfake Joe Biden voice urged Democrats not to vote, shaking election integrity. My blood runs cold as I analyze more. A 2019 scam where a UK energy CEO's deepfaked voice tricked a 220.000 Euro transfer, and a 2024 case where Arup CFO was mimicked in a video call, costing $25 million. Using my tools, I spot metadata patterns linking these to the same troll farm tactics. Pixel distortions, audio splicing. This isn't just Marcus, I write in my journal. It's a global assault, stealing millions, swaying democracies. My leaks could force platforms to act, maybe push the EU's AI Act compliance early. The scale jolts me. They're rewriting the rules, but I can rewrite their story. Something snaps. I wipe my tears, splash cold water on my face, the icy sting grounding me, and open my laptop. Not like this, I mutter. Revenge isn't screaming into the void. It's outsmarting them, turning their tools against them. I'll expose them, a slow, calculated bleed of truth to choke their lies. My work could spark laws like California's, mandating AI transparency, or force Google and Meta to label deepfakes before the EU's 2026 deadline. But I know the stakes. State actors don't forgive. Marcus's blame, Clara's silence, my own fragility, they fuel my resolve. This is for the truth I almost lost. I rebuild, moving to Berlin under an alias, blending into the tech scene as a freelance coder. My days are spent in buzzing co-working spaces. My laptop, a fortress of VPNs and encrypted drives. I'm obsessive, downloading forensic tools, audio spectrogram analyzers, facial mapping software, scouring dark web forums. One night, I connect with a source, Shadowbyte, on a secure Tor channel. Check the St. Petersburg IPs, they whisper, dropping a file with server logs. My heart races as I verify them, linking to a troll farm. I identify Viktor Kuznetsov, a mid-level operative, whose LinkedIn is a lie about digital marketing. Higher up, Elena Petrova, whispered in intelligence circles, coordinates disinformation from Moscow's shadows. I scrape social media, bot accounts, hashtags, like #Hail Scandal. A low-security forum yields boasts about the Hail job and source code snippets. My hands shake as I match them to the deepfake files, staying up till dawn to decode their encryption. But danger creeps closer. Login attempts hit my accounts. A black sedan lingers outside. I install hidden cameras, vary my routes, my heart pounding. In my journal I write, if I fail, I'm nothing again. The terror of Prague's abyss drives me to be sharper. I'm ready to act, but not naive. Leaking everything is suicide. I need their game. Psychological, not physical. I draft anonymized forensic reports for niche tech blogs, hinting at foreign meddling. They spark debates on Reddit's r/deepfakes. Kuznetsov's Twitter grows defensive, dismissing conspiracy nuts. I smile. He's nervous. But then a chilling email lands. Stop digging, or you'll disappear like hail. My breath catches, hands trembling. Have they found me? I'm not safe, but the truth is my weapon, and I'm just getting started. The email's words sear into my retinas. Stop digging, or you'll disappear like hail. I'm frozen in my Berlin apartment, the city's hum drowned by the thud of my heartbeat. My fingers hover over the keyboard, the cursor blinking on a half-written report mapping the troll farm's bot patterns. State actors don't bluff, and I, Elena Voss, have just prodded a beast with limitless reach. The room feels claustrophobic, the walls pressing in like a trap. I check the locks, my hands trembling, and glance at the hidden camera feeds on my phone. Nothing yet, just the empty hallway's grainy glow. But fear claws at me, not just of them finding me, but of crumbling back into the void of Prague, where I was a ghost, invisible and broken. I pace, my reflection in the dark window, a flicker of the woman I'm trying to rebuild, sharp jaw, shadowed eyes. You're not her anymore, I whisper, but doubt gnaws like a splinter. Am I cunning enough to outsmart an intelligence network? My journal lies open, its pages a litany of fears. If they get me, will anyone care? The silence answers, no Clara, no Marcus, no one. I splash cold water on my face, the icy sting snapping me back. Revenge is my lifeline, but it must be precise, psychological, not reckless. I can't let fear win. I think back to a year ago in Prague, when Anna, my Der Spiegel colleague, confronted me in a dimly lit cafe, her eyes cold as steel. Elena, you're too close to hail, she snapped, stirring her espresso. You've lost objectivity, you're risking everything we've built. Her words were a blade, cutting through our decade-long friendship forged in late-night newsroom battles. I'd trusted her to have my back, but she joined the chorus doubting me, leaving me to drown in the scandal's wake. Now her cautious texts. Is this you, truth seeker? Hint at redemption, but the scar remains. I shake off the memory and return to my desk. The laptop's glow my only ally. My early leaks to niche tech blogs have sparked debates on Reddit's r/deepfakes and X, questioning the Marcus Hale deepfakes. Viktor Kuznetsov, the troll farm's mid-level operative, is rattled, his Twitter posts defensive, railing against Western propaganda. It's a crack in their armor, but I need to hit harder, smarter, to reach Elena Petrova, the intelligence operative pulling the strings from Moscow's shadows. Planning consumes me, a meticulous dance in Berlin's buzzing co-working spaces, where I blend with tech bros and startup founders, my hoodie and glasses a disguise. My laptop is a fortress, VPNs, encrypted drives, Tor browsers shielding my every move. I wield advanced tools, audio spectrogram analyzers to dissect the deepfakes, voice distortions, facial mapping software to flag pixel anomalies, custom Python scripts to scrape metadata from the videos. I cross-reference leaks from dark web forums, WikiLeaks drops, 4chan threads, until a goldmine emerges on a hacked contractor server, encrypted files with deepfake source code, and a cryptic note about Petrova's orders. My pulse races as I decrypt them, the code matching the Hale videos, artifacts. But the broader threat looms larger. I uncover patterns linking the troll farm to other scams. The 2024 Arup CFO deepfake, where a fabricated video call swindled $25 million, and the 2019 UK energy CEO fraud, where a deepfaked voice conned €220,000. I analyzed their metadata, spotting the same splicing techniques used on Marcus. This is bigger than us, I murmur, scribbling in my journal. If my leaks expose this network, maybe platforms like Google will act early, comply with the EU's AI Act before 2026. The thought steadies me. My fight could reshape laws, force accountability. I mapped the troll farm's ecosystem, Kuznetsov's team of coders, bot accounts tied to St. Petersburg IPs, fake profiles amplifying #Hale scandal on TikTok and Twitter. A breakthrough comes at 3 morgens, fueled by black coffee and adrenaline. A disgruntled contractor on a dark web forum leaks Kuznetsov's private Telegram handle. I create a burner account posing as a fan of his marketing genius, and bait him with flattery. Your campaigns redefine influence. He responds cautiously, but I've cracked the door. Over weeks, I feed him fake competitor leaks. I plant on 4chan, testing his reactions. His arrogance betrays him. He reveals a server address in a boastful rant. I download fragments of their workflow, scripts automating deepfake distribution, email chains naming Petrova. Each piece is a weapon, but I'm meticulous. Every move through proxies, every trace scrubbed. Still, the threats escalate. My VPN logs show brute force attacks, relentless pings from unknown IPs. A cryptic text hits my burner phone. Berlin's nice, shame if you left. I freeze, my throat tightening. In my journal, I scroll. If they get me, will anyone notice? The isolation is crushing, no one to confide in, no safety net. I'm fighting for Marcus, for the truth, but also for the Elena who's slipping away. Then a setback hits, a gut punch that nearly breaks me. A rival journalist, Lena Schmidt, publishes a scathing piece in Wired, debunking one of my early leaks as sloppy data manipulation. She calls TruthSeeker a fraud, her words echoing the mobs that buried me 3 years ago. I sit in my apartment, the city's lights mocking me through the window. Am I chasing ghosts? I whisper, my hands shaking as I reread her article. Doubt floods in, the same despair that gripped me in Prague. I almost delete my files again, but then I revisit the Arab and UK CEO scams, cross-referencing their metadata with the Hale deepfakes. The patterns hold, same troll farm, same lies. I find a blog post about California's 2024 laws mandating AI transparency in political ads, and I write, if my leaks hit harder, they'll push for federal laws, maybe force the EU to act now. My resolve reignites, burning away the doubt. I'm not wrong, I'm close. Execution begins, a chess game of psychological manipulation. I leak detailed forensic reports to Wired and Ars Technica as TruthSeeker, outlining pixel artifacts and audio mismatches in the Hale deepfakes. Hashtag deepfake gate trends on X, tech influencers, dissecting my leaks in viral threads. Kuznetsov's posts grow frantic, accusing hackers of defamation. I smile, knowing he's unraveling. I escalate, creating an Insider X Telegram account to drop audio analysis proving the deepfakes' fabrication. I send them to Anna, via an encrypted channel. Elena, is this you? She texts, her skepticism a faint echo of our Prague fight. Just check the data, I reply, heart pounding as I send irrefutable metadata. She hesitates but runs a story. Questions raised over Hale scandal authenticity. The ripple effect is immediate. Marcus gets interview requests, his name creeping back into relevance. EU cybersecurity watchdogs murmur about foreign interference, citing my leaks. But the backlash is swift. Bot SW arms flood X with disinformation, accusing me of forging evidence. A new email lands, you're not as hidden as you think, Voss. My real name. My stomach drops. They're closer than I thought. I turn their aggression against them. Using Kuznetsov's Telegram slip-ups, I plant a fake internal memo on a dark pool forum, suggesting he's skimming Petrova's funds. It's a lie, but believable enough to SOW distrust. I monitor their chatter. Petrova's team grows increasingly paranoid, while Kuznetsov's replies are curt. A German MP cites my leaks in a Bundestag speech, demanding investigations. Russian state media deflects, calling it EU hysteria, but cracks appear. I hack a low-level troll farm server, extracting emails tying Petrova to the operation, and leak them to an EU watchdog via Tor. Brussels whispers sanctions. Kuznetsov's LinkedIn goes dark. Colleagues unfollowing him. I'm winning, but the cost is steep. One night, in a crowded Berlin cafe, a man in a dark coat slides across from me. You're playing a dangerous game, Elena, he says, voice low, accent thick. He drops a note with my address and vanishes. My hands shake as I unfold it, the world tilting. I slip out the back, pulse racing, checking over my shoulder. Have they pinned my location? Am I out of time? I channel the fear into my next move, orchestrating a fake consulting gig to lure Kuznetsov to a virtual meeting, planting disinformation, leaked competitor code mirroring his own, to make him doubt his team. His paranoia spikes. He posts erratic rants on a private forum, accusing colleagues of betrayal. I'm inside their heads, but the pressure is crushing me. I barely sleep, haunted by dreams of faceless men and glitching deepfakes. In a weak moment, I call Anna, my voice breaking. If something happens to me, promise you'll keep digging. She pauses, her voice soft. Elena, you don't have to do this alone. But I do. I can't trust anyone fully. The cliffhanger looms as I prepare my biggest play, a livestream to expose Kuznetsov publicly, posing as a neutral tech panel. It's a trap to unravel their operation before the world. If it works, I'll spark laws like the EU's AI Act enforcement. If it fails, they're coming for me, and I'm out of moves. The Berlin night hums outside my apartment, but inside, my world teeters on a knife's edge. I'm Elena Voss, a journalist turned digital avenger, hours away from a live stream that could either dismantle the St. Petersburg troll farm that ruined me, or expose me to state actors who've already closed in. The email with my real name, the man in the cafe dropping my address, they're hunting me. My hands tremble as I finalize presentation slides. Pixel-perfect breakdowns of the Marcus Hale deepfakes, ready to unmask Viktor Kuznetsov, live on Twitch and X. I've lured him to a neutral tech panel, a trap to implicate Elena Petrova, the intelligence operative orchestrating this from Moscow's shadows. My laptop glows with encrypted files, metadata, email chains, source code, but my reflection in the screen betrays me. Sunken eyes, jaw clenched tight. I'm not invincible. I open my journal, scribbling. If this goes wrong, I'm erased. No one will find me. Fear grips me, not just of physical danger, but of losing the fragile self I've rebuilt from Prague's ashes. I call Anna, my voice a hoarse whisper. If I vanish, publish everything. She hesitates, her tone soft but urgent. Elena, you can still walk away. You've done enough. But walking away means letting the truth die. Marcus's redemption, my purpose, the laws my leaks could spark. I hang up, my resolve brittle as glass under pressure. The hours before the stream are a fever of preparation. I triple-check my proxies, ensuring my location is untraceable, my VPN a digital fortress. My slides are loaded with evidence, spectrograms showing audio splices, pixel artifacts from the Hale videos, and emails linking Kuznetsov to Petrova. I've rehearsed my script, my voice modulator ready to disguise me as truth seeker, the alias that's shaken the internet. But doubt creeps in like fog. What if Kuznetsov doesn't show? What if Petrova's team hacks the stream? I pace my apartment, the lens lights mocking my isolation. A memory hits. Prague, sobbing over that rally photo, Clara's absence, a wound that hasn't healed. I touch my journal, its pages a map of my scars. You're enough, I whisper, but the words ring hollow. The stakes are colossal. This could force platforms to comply with the EU's AI Act early, spark US laws like the Take It Down Act or No Fakes Act, and expose a network that's not just targeting Marcus, but stealing millions through scams like the 2024 Arup CFO deepfake or the 2019 UK energy CEO fraud. I am grabbing coffee in a Berlin alley, my hood up, when the man in the dark coat reappears, his shadow looming against the graffiti-stained wall. You can't hide forever, Voss. He hisses, his accent thick, eyes glinting like a predator's. My heart hammers. I bolt, weaving through the alley's maze, my breath ragged. I reach my apartment, collapsing against the door, a panic attack clawing at my chest. My vision blurs, the room spinning as I grip my journal, forcing myself to breathe. You're still here, I gasp, grounding myself. The fear is real, but so is my mission. I can't stop now, not when my leaks are pushing EU regulators to demand deepfake transparency, not when my evidence could fuel federal laws in the States. The live stream begins at midnight, my screen split between the feed and a private chat with Anna, monitoring from Der Spiegel's newsroom. Hundreds tune in, then thousands. Tech enthusiasts, journalists, EU officials, even a US congressional aide watching for No Fakes Act debates. Kuznetsov logs in, his face smug on the Zoom grid, thinking he'll debunk myths. My heart pounds, but my modulated voice as truth seeker is steady. Tonight, we expose a state-sponsored campaign targeting EU elections and beyond. I declare, clicking through slides, pixel artifacts, spectrograms, emails tying Kuznetsov to Petrova. The chat explodes. Hashtag DeepfakeGate trends instantly. X posts racking up thousands of retweets. Kuznetsov's smile falters. This is nonsense, he snaps, voice quivering. I press harder, revealing a timeline of the Hale operation, linking it to Petrova's directives and the same tactics used in the Arup and UK CEO scams. Viewers flood the chat. Who's funding this? Is this why Hale fell? Kuznetsov stammers. Lies. Western propaganda. I'm ready for the knockout. I play a clip, a supposed official statement from Petrova defending the troll farm. Gasps ripple through the chat as I pause it, overlaying forensic analysis to reveal it's a deepfake I created, mirroring their tactics. This is how they lie, I say, my voice cutting like a blade. They manipulate trust, but we can fight back with truth. The cliffhanger hits when Kuznetsov's feed glitches, his face freezing mid-rant before cutting to black. The chat goes wild. Has he FLED, or is something worse coming? My pulse spikes. I scan my VPN logs for intrusions. Nothing. But a private message pings from an unknown ID. You've gone too far, boss. My real name again. My breath catches, hands trembling as I keep the stream alive, improvising. This is what they fear. Exposure, I say, my voice steady despite the panic clawing inside. Are they hacking me? Are they outside my door? Anna texts, Elena, stay calm. The world's watching. I nod to myself, clinging to that lifeline. I end with a call to action. Demand investigations. Share the evidence. The view count hits 6 figures. X posts, amplifying my slides globally. I log off, heart racing, unsure if I've won or signed my own warrant. The fallout is seismic. A viral X post quotes my slides, racking up 2 Millionen views in hours, with users chanting #truthseeker. My phone buzzes with a text from Anna, her words cutting through the chaos. Elena, I was wrong about you in Prague. You've changed everything. Journalism, laws, us. I'm proud to call you my friend again. I stare at the screen, a lump in my throat. Her apology bridges a decade of trust broken by doubt, and for the first time, I feel less alone in this fight. A German MP cites the stream in an emergency Bundestag session, demanding EU AI Act enforcement now, not 2026, crediting anonymous leaks for exposing the threat. In Washington, a senator references my evidence in No Fakes Act debates, saying, the Hale case shows why we need federal protections. Another mentions the Take It Down Act, signed in 2025, as a direct response to public outcry over deepfakes like mine. Interpol detains Kuznetsov in a Tallinn raid, his confession spilling under pressure, implicating Petrova. She flees, but Moscow disavows her name toxic, in intelligence circles. Marcus resurfaces, announcing a comeback campaign with my anonymous help drafting his platform. On a secure call, he says, Elena, I owe you everything. I was wrong to blame you. I'm still broken, but you gave me a chance. His voice cracks, mirroring my own scars. I nod, silent, our shared pain a quiet bond. Social media platforms, under fire, roll out stricter deepfake detection citing recent exposés. EU-Russia tensions flare, sanctions tighten, and the troll farm's funding dries up. Outside a Berlin tech conference, protesters chant, Truthseeker, holding signs demanding AI transparency, their voices echoing my fight. But I'm not unscathed. Threats persist. Voicemails on burner phones, relentless VPN attacks. I relocate twice in a week, sleeping in Dresden hostels, my life, a series of burner identities. One night, a creak outside my door triggers another panic attack. I clutch my journal, gasping, writing, I did it, but what's left of me? The victory is real, but the cost is crushing. No friends to call, no home to return to. I'm a hero to some, a target to others, the duality a weight I carry. Watching Marcus's comeback speech on a grainy livestream, his voice steady as he thanks anonymous sources, shifts something. I've restored his name and clawed back my purpose. On my Berlin balcony, the spree shimmering below, I reflect, the city's pulse sinking with my own, steady, but scarred. I'm not the naive journalist who trusted blindly, nor the broken woman in Prague who nearly surrendered. Revenge taught me to wield truth like a scalpel, cutting through lies that stole millions and votes. My leaks fueled the Take It Down Act, No Fakes debates, and the EU's push for AI Act compliance, forcing platforms to act before 2026. But the war's not over. I write, I'll build a network of truth seekers, journalists, coders, whistleblowers, to hunt disinformation wherever it hides, from Eastern Europe to beyond. The vision steadies me, a beacon beyond vengeance. I sip my Riesling, the glass cool against my lips, and whisper to the night, this is just the beginning.